Good morning, children. Myself Deepa, your social science educator. Welcome to Mahila Samaja online classes. How are you, children? Hope all are doing well and safe at home. Today, let us start with Karnataka State Board Class 7 Social Science History. First lesson, Vijayanagara Empire. Who hasn't heard about Vijayanagara Empire? You must have seen many movies around this empire, isn't it? You must have seen movies on Krishna Deva Raya. You must have also listened to many songs, folklore. So, without any doubt, Vijayanagara is one of the most famous empires, one of the strongest in South Indian history. Today, it gives me immense pleasure to be introducing to all of you Vijayanagara Empire. First, let us look into the competencies. What do you mean by competencies? Competencies means what is expected of the student at the end of this class. That is, at the end of the lesson, you must be able to understand the achievements of Vijayanagara kings. Here, achievements means all the great things done by the Vijayanagara kings. You must be knowing about all the great things done by our Vijayanagara kings. To know administration, social and economic conditions and literature of the Vijayanagara period. In short, it means you must be aware of all the aspects of Vijayanagara. ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿನೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. To know the art and sculpture of the Vijayanagara period. It is very famous. Even now we can see many temples of Vijayanagara period. Isn't it, children? We can see many temples even today at Hampi. Isn't it? To know the religious equality maintained by the Vijayanagara kings. Children, it is a very proud fact that even centuries ago we had Vijayanagara kings who were religiously tolerant. ಅಂದರೆ ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಸಹನೆ. Not only encouraged their religion but also respected others' religions. So we can find that Vijayanagara kings, they not only encouraged their religion, they also respected the other religions. That is, they gave equal importance to all the religions. Next, to mark the borders and to identify the places of Vijayanagara Empire on the map. So children, after reading this lesson, you must be able to identify the places that were the part of Vijayanagara Empire. So children, this is about the competencies. That is, after the end of the lesson, you should be able to answer and you should be able to understand all the aspects of the Vijayanagara period. Okay? So, shall we start? Firstly, introduction. It is very important to understand the scenario in which Vijayanagara Empire came into being. So let us know. The expedition which started during the 13th century by Delhi Sultanate Alauddin Khilji over South India continued in the 14th century also. So children, here you can see the picture of Delhi Sultanate Alauddin Khilji. He was one of the very powerful ruler during that period. Okay children, have you noticed the picture of Alauddin Khilji? After conquering many of the northern places, they started moving down south. So, Delhi Sultan of Alauddin Khilji, during around 13th century, he moved to South India and it continued till the 14th century. So, as a result, many of the South Indian kingdoms were defeated. So, Alauddin Khilji, as you have learned in your previous classes about the North Indian dynasties and South Indian dynasties, isn't it children? So, the Delhi Sultanates, they were waiting for an opportunity to loot the wealth of the South Indian dynasties. So, after they capturing the North Indian dynasties, they moved towards the South Indian and they succeeded too. So, they defeated many South Indian kingdoms like Yadavas of Devagiri, Hoysalas of Dwarasamudra, Kakatiyas of Warangal, Pandyas of Madurai and others. So, they defeated many South Indian kingdoms. At this time, Vijayanagara succeeded in creating a strong political power as a solution for the South Indian political issues. So, during this time, the Vijayanagara kingdom succeeded to create a strong foundation, that is a strong political power, so that they can have a strong power of the South Indian political issues. So, Vijayanagara ruled for over 3 centuries, that is more than 300 years. Okay children, now let us see. We will study about first point, the dynasties which ruled Vijayanagara Empire. The dynasties. So children, here I mentioned dynasties. That means not only one dynasty that ruled Vijayanagara, more than one, that is many dynasties ruled Vijayanagara Empire. Next, contributions of these kings to political, social, economic, literature, art and sculpture. It means how these kings helped in the development of art, literature, sculpture and social issues. So, you will be studying how the kings of the Vijayanagara period helped in the development of the art, literature, sculpture and social issues. Next, Battle of Talikota. It is also called as Rakkasa Tangadi and its effects. Dear children, the Battle of Talikota is the cause for the decline of Vijayanagara Empire. So, the Battle of Talikota, which is also called as Rakkasa Tangadi, and its effects has been discussed. Now, let us begin the beginning. Vijayanagara Empire was founded in 1336 CE. Children, here CE means Common Era. On the southern bank of Tungabhadra river by the sons of Sangama. So, Sangama's son were the main leaders of the Vijayanagara period. So, they founded the Vijayanagara Empire. So, let us see. First, Harihara, Bukkaraya, Kampana, Marappa and Muttappa. Once again I repeat children, the 5 sons of Sangama are Harihara, Bukkaraya, Kampana, Marappa and Muttappa. Out of this, Harihara and Bukkaraya are the most famous and they were popularly known as Akka Bukka. So, now look into the picture children. What it is? It is the Hampi. Hampi was capital of Vijayanagara Empire. The capital of Vijayanagara Empire was Hampi. Hampi is now a World Heritage Site, which is a matter of great pride to us, isn't it children? So, now observe the picture. It's the emblem of Vijayanagara Empire. So, observe carefully what it is. The emblem of Vijayanagara Empire was a boar, means Varaha. Varaha was the emblem of Vijayanagara Empire. During 1336 to 1646 CE, Vijayanagara Empire was ruled by the 4 dynasties. Now let us see which are the 4 dynasties that ruled Vijayanagara Empire. Sangama dynasties ruled from 1336 to 1485. Salva dynasty ruled from 1485 to 1505. Tuluva dynasty ruled from 1505 to 1567. Aravidu dynasty ruled from 1570 to 1646. So children, we will study about all these dynasties. So first, let us start with Sangama dynasty. Look at the picture children. Observe the picture carefully. So Sangama dynasty, which ruled from 1336 to 1485. Harihara was the first ruler of Sangama dynasty. So you can see the picture. He is Harihara. He was the first ruler of Sangama dynasty. Now let us know more about Harihara. Harihara, who ruled from 1336 to 57. He was the first king of Sangama dynasty. He took control over the regions of Tungabhadra river. Now, let's learn about the extent of his empire. Okay, children? So, he extended the empire to Konkan coastal areas to the west, Krishna river of the north, Kaveri river of the south. So, he extended his empire to Konkan coastal areas to the west, Nellore and Kadapa of east, Krishna river of the south, Krishna river of the north, Kaveri river of the south. Like this, he laid a strong foundation of his empire. So, it became easier for his successive ruler to build on this because he had already laid a very strong foundation. So, here foundation means what? Foundation andre enu adipaya. So, ಹರಿಹರ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಅಡಿಪಾಯವನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು. So that the next successive ruler can build their own kingdom, so that their rule will be very easier. So you know that when the foundation is strong, the building is going to be strong. isn't it children? If the foundation is strong, you can build n number of buildings so that the building will be strong. So in the same way, Harihara led a very strong foundation. Okay children, so that the entire Vijayanagara was very strong in future. So this is about the first king of Sangama, Harihara. Understood children? Now let us move to the next king, that is Bukkaraya. Look at the picture children. Here you can see Harihara and Bukkaraya both. Okay. Bukkaraya, he ruled from 1357 to 1377. That is almost 20 years. 20 years of rule. So Bukkaraya ruled for almost 20 years. Now let us learn in detail about Bukkaraya. Bukkaraya, brother of Harihara, took over the power after his death because Harihara had no son. So as Harihara had no son, Bukkaraya took over the power. Understood children? So during this rule, his son Kampana expanded his empire by defeating the Sultan of Madurai. So during the rule of Bukkaraya, Bukkaraya's son Kampana, so he expanded the empire by defeating Sultan of Madurai. So how do we know about this? Means there is a record, that is this was explained in a book called Madura Vijayam. Once again I repeat, Madura Vijayam, which was written by Kampana's queen Ganga Devi. Understood children? Kampana's queen Ganga Devi wrote a book called Madura Vijayam. She was a great writer, author and poetess too. Ganga Devi was a great writer, author and poetess too. So children, from this we can know that Vijayanagara Empire were given a lot of importance and freedom for women, because if you have a very famous woman writer, that is very famous female writer at that time, it means women were given a lot of freedom and freedom of expression too. So this proves that even the women were encouraged, isn't it? Next point, Bukka captured Penukonda by defeating Reddis of Kondaveedu and included to Vijayanagara Empire. So again this is also an extension of the Vijayanagara Empire, isn't it? Even Bukkaraya also contributed a lot in the expansion of the Vijayanagara Empire. So children, observe the picture carefully. So what you see in the picture, it is the coin of Vijayanagara period. So especially in a rule of Bukkaraya. So children, if you see carefully, you can see the Bukkaraya's name written in the coin. So observe the picture carefully children. You can see the Bukkaraya's name written in the coin. Shravanabelagada inscription of 1368 CE explains that he pacified the conflict between Jains and Vaishnavas and maintained religious harmony and equality. So here inscription andre Shasana. You can see the picture here children. This is the inscription. ಇದನ್ನು ಶಾಸನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಶಾಸನ ಅಂತಂದರೆ which is written on the stone. Inscription is written on the stone. It is called inscription. Okay. Of 1368 explains that he pacified. So pacified ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಏನು? Pacified ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ರಿಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಶಾಂತಿಯನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಬ್ರಿಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಜೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೈಷ್ಣವಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಟ್ there is some conflict between Jains and Vaishnavas. So Bukkaraya brought peace andre shanti among these two divisions and maintained religious harmony and equality. So he maintained the peace and he brought religious harmony, that is treating all the religion equal. That means people of all religion lived in peace. He also brought equality, that is he did not bring superiority in any one religion. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜೈನ್ಸ್ನ ಮತ್ತು ವೈಷ್ಣವಾಸ್ ಎರಡೂ ರಿಲಿಜನ್ನ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿದರು. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ರಿಲಿಜನ್ನ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಸುಪೀರಿಯಾರಿಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಎರಡು ರಿಲಿಜನ್ಗೂ ಅವರು ಒಂದೇ ಥರದಂಥ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, kings who ruled Vijayanagara Empire after Bukkaraya. So now let us see after Bukkaraya which are the rulers ruled the Vijayanagara Empire. Harihara II ruled from 1377 to 1404 CE. Bukkaraya II, Virupaksha II from 1404 to 1406 CE. Devaraya I from 1406 to 1422 CE. Veera Vijayaraya from 1422 to 1424 CE. So here you can see none of them ruled for very large period and they were not so famous. So the next ruler, Devaraya II, Praudadevaraya, he was one of the famous and the greatest ruler of Sangama dynasty. So children, let us study about Devaraya II in our next class. Okay children. So today's class we have focused on introduction to Vijayanagara Empire, rulers of Sangama dynasty. Hope you have understood about the topic. Now it's time for home assignment. So I have framed some questions. So try to understand the concept carefully and answer the given questions. So first, answer in one word. The capital of Vijayanagara Empire. The emblem of Vijayanagara Empire. Kampana's Queen. So children, I have explained you about the book written by Kampana's Queen also. So look into that and write the name of the queen. So next, answer the following questions. So first one, who is the founder of Vijayanagara Kingdom? Name the dynasties that ruled Vijayanagara. So identify the picture. So when you look at the video carefully, you can know what it is. So name the picture, identify the picture. So thank you children, have a good day, stay home, stay safe.